Hi everyone, Harrison here from LED Torch Shop, here with another LEP called the Thor 3 from Lumintop. Maximum distance of 2.5k, which is just incredible. 2,500 meters. So before I get into it, I'll let you know what you get in the pack and then we'll dive straight into the LEP. Da-da-da-da. First of all, comes in a nice box like this. You get your Thor LEP, of course. Also comes with a 21700 Samsung battery, unprotected, as well, included in the pack. It also comes with a 18650 battery extender, so you can use a regular unprotected or protected 18650 cell. It will also accept protected 21700s, which is great. So it just opens you up to a wide range of batteries, depending if you've got extra 18650s lying around or 21700s. Yeah, you know you're going to get loads of runtime and you can just sort of interchange them. Doesn't come with an inbuilt charger or anything like that, so you will have to get an external charger to recharge it, which yeah, I didn't find too much of a drama. I do have a lot of lights, of course, though, so charging it up separately did not worry me too much. It also comes with your Lumintop Thor 3 manual as well, so worth a read of that. It does come with a few different modes, so definitely worth being across it. But as for the light itself, really nice looking light from Lumintop. It's got some great cooling fans up the top here. I did find that not like regular LED lights. I found the LEPs don't get crazy hot like they do, or as quick, but they do get warm, so it is nice to know that they've got some really decent cooling fans here. Felt that this light just did not get hot when I was on high for long periods. Did not feel it at all up the top there. Really nice knurling on the handle here, something a little bit different than your typical lights. Actually creates some really nice grip too, so you can really get your hand around that and you know it's not going to slip off. Doesn't look grippy by sort of the look of it, but as soon as you get your hand around it, yeah, it's actually great. Jumping down to the tail here, you get a really decent sort of lanyard hole sort of metal clip there at the back that sort of swivels around, so you know you're not going to get it sort of tangled or anything like that, so that's fantastic. And the Lumintops actually come with what's called an Eswitch, so very basic operations. You got your one click on, one click off, one click on, one click off, and it sort of cycles through the modes, because this does have a couple modes, or you can sort of have it on and you can sort of half press it and it will cycle through those modes. So it does have a high and low function, and you can see that just clicking that, half press that button, or if you double press it, it sort of goes to a strobe mode. So yeah, it's really easy functioning when you get used to it. If you're not used to an E-switch, then yeah, it sort of takes a little bit to get used to, but yeah, nothing dramatic at all. Comes with some photoluminescent sort of cells here, red, green and blue. They definitely add a little bit of a feature to the torch. No functionality really, but yeah, it does really look cool when they're lit up and you've got it at night, because this thing is just like a laser beam. Really nice light. And as you can see there, the front reflector here is just fantastic. Really nice, high quality from Lumintop. They're boasting around 1.5 million candela in that middle, so that's how it's able to get that 2,500 meter distance. Yeah, which is just incredible how tight it is and how it just does not even spill out very much at all, even out at that distance. Yeah, it's just a really nice, really high powered torch to use. Very similar, I found, to the AceBeam W30. If you're familiar with your LEPs, this is sort of one of the first ones I sort of got to use, so I had it up against it. So this is the AceBeam W30. As you can see, is a lot more compact than the W30, so you do lose all that back. I found it stayed a lot cooler up the front there, just because of these cooling fins here. They're really decent, which is nice. Yeah, the W30 did get a little bit warm. W30 claims around that 2.4 kilometers. The Lumintops around that 2.5. So both pretty much identical beam patterns I found. They were super tight, both really nice. As you can see, they're very similar up the front there. So you kind of imagine that beam pattern is going to be very similar. W30 is around 1.4 million candela, so a little bit less. So that's obviously equates to sort of the distance it's getting. I found that the W30 was a little bit sort of a yellowier beam, a bit more neutral white, where the Lumintop is very much cool white, and I think that sort of gives it a little bit more distance, or what seems to be a little bit more distance. But from what I saw from both of them, they're very similar in their beam pattern. You'll see that in the video. But yeah, they're both incredible lights, but I think the Lumintop being nice and compact, yeah, they're really, really great. I definitely recommend getting yourself an LEP, whether it's this one, another one of the Lumintops, or any of the ones we sell here. They're just a really fun light to have. You're not going to use them as an everyday torch. They're not designed for that. And they would be, yeah, you sort of useless on sort of close quarters or anything sort of general purpose. But if you want to see long distances, a specific area, or just, yeah, have a really, really cool fun light, yeah, an LEP is definitely one for you. So as I said, outputs and runtimes, before it's got 3 modes. So you've got your high, low, and your strobe. Low mode's around that 40 lumens, and the distance is just incredible off that, and the light output itself, because it is so nice and tight, out at distance, it's just remarkable. And you're going to get ages runtime off that 21700. High mode, you get that 400 lumens, and you get it for about sort of anywhere between that 5 and 4 hour mark. It will step down a little bit, but if you've got extra batteries and things like that, there's no dramas with runtimes at all. Unlike the Acebeam W30, it does have those couple modes, which I think is actually great. I mean, sometimes if you want to sort of view something a little bit closer with an LEP, the brighter it is, it sometimes washes it out. It's just too bright at that closer distance. So it is nice that they've actually been able to drop it down. I think when sort of the Acebeam sort of came out, they didn't have that sort of figured out of how to drop that lumen output down. So yeah, they've definitely figured out in this one, and yeah, it's really, really nice to use on that lower mode as well. Yeah, you'll see in the footage, I mean, I did it on sort of a dusky sort of night, or light, sorry, just so you can see how far it does put out, and you can actually see the beam profile. At in pitch black, it doesn't translate as well on camera. It looks like a dot in the far, far distance. So yeah, you'll be able to see how nice and tight that beam pattern is. The biggest differences I sort of found between these two is the light emitting out of the Lumintop Thor 3 is a lot more cool white than the W30 Acebeam. I found the Acebeam to be a bit of a yellowier tinge to it, whereas the Lumintop, yeah, is definitely that really nice cool white. So I think that's sort of where they're able to get their candela from, that 1.5 million, whereas the W30 is around that 1.4 million, which is still incredible. Like, I mean, they're both incredible lights, but yeah, I really do think this the compact sort of looking style that Lumintop are able to achieve, especially with being able to get those distances and that candela, yeah, it's just incredible. So if you haven't already got yourself an LEP, I definitely recommend getting one, because yeah, they're phenomenal lights. You're not going to use them all the time. They're not a general purpose light by any means, but they're definitely really, really awesome. If you've got a spotting scope, some binoculars, or you just want to really see super far distances like a laser beam, yeah, go grab yourself a Lumintop Thor 3, because yeah, they're just incredible. Overall, Lumintop have just made a fantastic LEP. They've got a really cool LEP range in their sort of lineup. One of the sort of the only brands we carry that has a really wide range of LEPs. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go in the future. They're just bringing out a few more and more. But yeah, this one is their longest throwing LEP they have. So definitely worth grabbing yourself one. Like I said before, not a general purpose light by any means, but just a really, really cool light to have and own. And especially if you've got the need for it to see out at very long distances with binoculars, a spotting scope, or yeah, just something like that. Yeah, nothing compares. An open reflector doesn't compare to something that shines out this far. So go grab yourself one. I'll drop a link to the Thor 3 from Lumintop below. You can check out their other LEPs. Also, they've got some awesome other torches. So yeah, great brand. They got some cool stuff in there. So yeah, definitely worth a look. But thanks for watching this one. Please feel free to like, subscribe to the channel. Really helps us out. We've got new content coming out all the time with the newest and best torches. So keep yourself up to date. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.